Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. This is another edition of TNT, which is our Tuesday night crit series here in Boulder, Colorado. So this is the third one. There is one left this upcoming Tuesday, so definitely come out if you're interested. I have a link in the description that has a little bit more details about everything. But we're jumping right into it. We're already a few laps into this race, and you can see it's really strung out here, and I'm a little worried because the people that are up the road are definitely very strong. So I'm thinking I might need to end up trying to bridge up to this move, because you never know if the move at the beginning of the race is going to go the distance or not. And right now the field's looking a little unmotivated, kind of sitting up in the front. And I'm figuring the guy in red, Cole, I think he has the same idea of trying to bridge. So I'm going to kind of stay behind him to see if he's going to make a move. There's two more guys you can see already going up the road. And now Cole's going to go, and so I'm going to get right on his wheel and follow him and see if we can bridge up to this move. Because there's about, like, I don't know, like 8, maybe 10 guys up the road, and there's people like Noah Granigan from Miami Blazers. There's a bunch of other strong guys, and I definitely don't want to just be missing out on this move. So gonna just still sit behind Cole and see how much work he's willing to do. And we're already catching those two guys that tried to put in their own attack to bridge up. And then coming out of this turn, I'm like, all right, time to really hit it up this hill. I can see that they're pretty close. They're only about like 8 seconds up the road. So I'm just going to really pour on the power here. I'm not doing an all-out sprint, but kind of like a 1-minute effort. So went up into the 700s, and I'm just going to try and stay on it. I don't want to be in this no man's land for too long. So still over 600 watts, and I ended up doing a really fast lap around this. It was like only 2 seconds off the fastest ever lap for this bridge effort. So maybe went a little too hard, and so I'm still taking a little bit of a rest on this little downhill, and then trying to close up a little bit through these turns, but just trying to rail them as best as possible. So I'm like really close. So I'm like, all right, coming out of this turn, I'm gonna be able to make the catch and see what's going on. And of course these three guys start playing games and kind of sitting up. And so of course, as I'm getting to the breakaway, it seems like it's completely falling apart. And thinking about going around, but then they're kind of looking at each other, and then now a guy's gonna finally go, and so I'm just gonna follow this. But it just seemed super disorganized. But like I said, it had like Noah Granigan, Automatic, Cliff, Pro Gravel guys, and so it was definitely a threatening move. But being this early in the race, it was probably unlikely that it was going to go anywhere. So you can see Noah pulling off of there, and 3 other guys are going to carry this move for a little bit longer, but I'm just going to sit behind this guy's wheel, because I'm like, all right, this breakaway is dead. I am dead. So time to recover. And if we look at the stats for this race, you can see we're right up around 30 miles per hour again, but my power is a little bit lower because after this move, I ended up just going to the back. Coming into this race, I was like really tired, definitely had no legs, and wildfire smoke from Canada was also not helping anything. So I kind of just go to the back of the field for most of the race to conserve some energy and to just see what I can do near the end of the race. But then with about 10 minutes left in the race, my front computer mount just completely comes undone. It's still like hanging on the front of my bars, but it's just now starting to just swing all over the place. And I was just like very unexpected, and I was just kind of unsure what to do. So coming, because I was like, is this thing gonna fall off? And I was trying to look at it, but obviously also race and not crash into anyone at the same time. So I'm like, all right, let me just pull my bike computer off and put it in my pocket. But I accidentally pulled it off with my right hand, which my number was covering my right pocket. So then I was like, what am I gonna do? So I just put it in my mouth to go through this turn, and then got it with my left hand and put it in my left pocket. So now my like GoPro is just kind of like dangling out front near my wheel, you know, off the mount. And so I'm like, well, there's only about 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna try and make this work. So let's skip to a few laps to go and see how the end of the race played out. We're now coming in to 3 laps to go, and I'm gonna start trying to move up on the outside, see if I can start recovering a little bit. I'm kind of mid-pack now, kind of moved up a little bit over the previous few laps. But yeah, I'm just, you know, again, I'm kind of tired, and honestly, I really just didn't have my like head in the game for this race. It's just one of those days as my camera goes completely crazy. And so it's just, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. But of course, you know, this is like a fun Tuesday night race. So it's like, you know, I'm gonna come race even if I'm not feeling good. It's not like you're tapering for a Tuesday nighter. So, so yeah, now moving up here on the inside, and I'm feeling pretty good about my position, but because I was hanging out near the back the whole time, I'm really not sure what the race dynamics have been, you know, at the front of the race and how a lot of these people have been racing. So I'm gonna kind of just come into this blind. Normally I like to spend a lot of time near the front, but not on the front, to really, you know, see what the exact lines people are taking, how things are playing out. And right here, gonna have a little wheel rub with the Waffles guy in front of me, and yeah, things are getting a little bunched up. Things are a little bit slow on the front, so I'm gonna take this outside line, but I'm gonna get pinched really hard to the curb. And yeah, this is just like yeah, I should have been in that position, but now I'm gonna start trying to move all the way to the right side to get this inside line coming through this turn. But things are really not going well for me right now, so I'm just like can't move, getting stuck behind people, going slow through turns and things like that. So now I'm gonna put in a little effort, release the brakes, and move up a little bit here. And so now it's, you know, we're about to be coming into 1 lap to go. And this is where Noah Granigan is going to attack off the front. You can see him going up the left side, doing crazy watts. And so I'm going to try and come up the inside, but then Daniel Holloway, who was pulling off, kind of took that inside line. Like, if it wasn't a Tuesday night, I probably would have went. But, you know, wasn't going to risk anything there. So I kind of just grabbed some brakes and slowed down. So going to have to regain some momentum. And yeah, so now I'm just like not in a great position, really far off, you know, being able to contest the win. But I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna slot behind this guy and really rail this turn. And you know, we pull out a big gap on the guys behind us, and then kind of close up through on this turn here. And then now it's kind of like sprint with what you got. I don't really have much, and the wind is way up the road right now. So I'm just gonna, you know, put in a little bit of an effort, and then kind of sit down through this turn, and then look back and see that no one's on my wheel. So kind of just roll through to the finish line. So not the kind of race I would have wanted. Finished, I think, 7th or 8th in this race, but we're only about a week and a half out from Littleton, which is what I'm really trying to be ready for. So we'll see how that goes, but thanks so much for watching. If you like these videos, definitely subscribe to the channel. It really helps grow things and helps people find these videos. And yeah, I'll be back next week with another one of these videos, and then hopefully have a cool video from Littleton coming up as well. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.